Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And here we can check out the story for Zach LaVine.
His effective field goal percentage, a favorite stat of the analytics crowd, has been on the way down over his past 10 games. His game isn't as well-rounded as it needs to be.
Now Sacramento starting five. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. LaVine is out there with Ellis. And it's Sabonis in at the five, roaming the paint. And for the Cavaliers, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. And it's Allen in at the five down low. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And it's Mitchell missing. Ellis against Garland. Now Ellis outside DeRozan. And it's Strus with the rebound. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Now the concern tonight is the relentless nature of DeMar DeRozan. Coach said no matter what you throw at him, he finds his way to work around it. Sometimes it's with the shot, sometimes it's with the pass. Either way, he'll get you. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Such a wide open look.
And that's Mitchell at his best, playing the quarterback on this offense and leaving the D grabbing for air.
Here's Sabonis, and it's Darius Garland with the rebound. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Brent, Domantas Sabonis is truly a player you can run an offense through.
Yeah, he's a guy that you can basically put anywhere on the floor, and all of a sudden good things are going to happen, whether he's playing out of the post and dealing with double teams, or he's at the top of the key, able to read the defense, using his vision and his ability as a big to drive the basketball. Domantas, one of the better playmaking fives that we have in the NBA.
Good work there as it goes.
Tormenting his way through. DeRozan showing what he's made of.
Garland kicks to Strus. Back to Garland. Sabonis grabs the board.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Mitchell wide open. That three off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And LaVine, here we go. That one doesn't go. Good D by Mitchell. Garland against Ellis. Now, here's Garland. Tight defense on him. He's off on that one.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. DeRozan's got 5 now.
And by no means a volume three-point shooter. DeRozan barely takes threes compared to most wings in the league.
Now, here's Mitchell. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. Ellis against Garland. Just 4 to shoot. 2 points. That one goes.
Garland showing some awareness on the pick and roll, breaking down the defense on the pick and roll action.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Okoro comes in for Max Strus. Malik Monk, he's checked in for the Kings. Carter comes in for Ellis. Here is Carter. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
And stolen by Murray. Here's DeRozan, and that one's on target from the wing. He's got 7. 1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. Garland, the pass to Allen. Mitchell outside. Here's Garland. With the drive. For 3, Hunter. The three-pointer is right on target.
Hunter in rhythm is a much better shooter, and that shot looked nice.
Carter, the pass to Murray. Back to Carter. DeRozan in the corner. Monk with a screen on Mitchell. And DeRozan kicks to Carter. Just 5 to shoot. Back to DeRozan. That's in there. Carter with the assist. DeRozan's got 9 points.
He's firing on all cylinders. Has to be happy with his 4 of 5 shooting from the field so far.
Garland dishes to Allen. Pass to Garland. Mitchell a screen on Carter. Here's Garland. Sacramento grabs the miss. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
And here are the Cavaliers now after the Kings pick up 2. Hunter, the pass to Allen. It's stolen by Monk for the finish. And then Monk with the dunk.
What a play on both ends. There's the swagger that Malik Monk brings to your squad.
There's Garland. Lays it up and banks it in. Garland's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 1. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
The Kings trailing. On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. They've got Monk. Lyles out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's LaRavia in at the 3. Now, here's Monk. A 17-point game for him in the win against Charlotte.
Well, if you allow Monk to get good looks, especially from distance, he's going to make you pay.
Hey, Brent, you spent a bunch of your career as a scoring guard off the bench. A lot like Malik Monk.
Well, not quite like Malik Monk, but this guy has been unbelievable. The way that he changes the pace of a game with scoring. It reminds me of a younger version of Jamal Crawford, who obviously won 3 Six-Man of the Year titles. This guy is so explosive and so confident. He has leaned into the role of being a difference maker as a 6-man.
Okoro passes to Jerome. Mobley a screen on Valanciunas. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, the decision making a little bit better there. Hunter looking more comfortable on these pick and roll sets.
Here's LaVine. True on the 14-footer. LaVine's got the lead up to 2 now for Sacramento.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Pass to Hunter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hunter's got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
Good move for Hunter to get to the inside, and he just navigated the defense well.
Get there, get there.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's Monk. The teardrop falls in. Monk's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Kings.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Pass to Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Mobley, a screen on Levine. 4 on the clock. And here we go. Levine heading to goal.
Yes, sir.
And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Hunter. And Thompson kicks to Hunter. Lets a floater go. He takes it up and lays it in. Hunter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. For the Cavaliers, Max Strus is checked in for Tristan Thompson. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Okoro. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Sabonis picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up. Okiki's checked in for Mobley. The Kings also at the sub. Laravia's checked in. Garland the pass to Okiki. Hunter with it. They set the screen. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Garland against Monk. Down low, out to DeRozan. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots. So, Brent, when you were playing, what was your approach to the first game of a back-to-back? Anything different?
No, really nothing different, Kevin. I mean, the games just pile up. So go back to your routine, staying with your routine, making sure you're on time with when you eat your meal, when you get to the arena, when you're doing your pregame warm-up. A lot of those things allow your mind to settle in to what it is your body is about to go through to compete every night on an NBA floor.
Here's Laravia. He has yet to score. Monk outside. There's a good screen. Three-pointer. Hunter grabs the miss. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Yep, made the defense work extremely hard and did a nice job of getting any advantage they could against the team that shot it well.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Now here's DeRozan. 13 points in the game. Murray kicks to Levine. Sabonis a screen on Mitchell. Levine out to DeRozan for three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. 27 seconds left now here in the second. And here's Strus for three. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. And yes, it's good. DeRozan's got 15.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Mitchell finds Mobley. Get that out of here. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Kings on top, leading by just 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, DeMontis. This team was efficient in the first half. What's working offensively?
Everyone knew today was going to be a game. We all came out focused, and we're playing team basketball. We're sharing the ball, and that's working for us.
We got a lot of weapons there, DeMontis. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And greetings from the 2K studios. Here at halftime, the Sacramento Kings in a tight game.
I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
And taking a look at the Kings, here in the closing week, they can qualify for the play-in tournament. Try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
The pressure is on, and the margin for error, slim. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Sacramento with the ball. The lead is 2. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. And that concludes this long 6-game road trip. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Now here's Levine. Murray finds Ellis. Back to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Levine. And Levine with the slam.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Cavaliers trail by 4 in 2023. And Brent, you and I remember this. Keegan Murray set an NBA record with 11 consecutive threes in one game.
What an unbelievable night to witness that kind of consistency and a guy locked in like that. I mean, that's different, and it speaks to Murray's focus. But this guy has so much more to contribute to a team and room to grow. That night was special, Kevin.
Here's Mobley. Sacramento making their last shot. Now, here's Garland. He's got 8. Here's Allen. And Allen slams it in.
Yeah, you saw Allen do a great job of just placing himself in that pick and roll, and he's right where he's supposed to be.
Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Levine. Sabonis with the ball. Levine sets the screen for Ellis. The Kings need to get off a shot here. DeRozan's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Mitchell with it, now defended by Levine.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Good D by Mitchell. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Into the lane. Garland, no good. Kings leading now by 4. Outside, Levine. Over Mitchell. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Levine's got 4 points now in the quarter.
What helps Levine from mid-range? He gets such great lift off the floor.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Here we are, 2 games left before the start of the playoffs. Let's take a look at the possible field. Taking a look at Sacramento. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs.
And checking out Sacramento, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure. You could put that ball just about anywhere for Jared Allen. Puts those long arms to great use.
Ellis against Garland. Up top, DeRozan. He's got 17. Sacramento moving it around. Ellis can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Garland finds Mobley. And here's Strus. Here's Mitchell. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Bangs home the trifecta. DeRozan's got the lead up to 7 now for the Kings.
And the accelerated release from DeRozan gave him the upper hand there.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Now Strus after Zach LaVine missed from long range. Mobley dishes to Mitchell, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And let's check out some stats for DeMar DeRozan. Over the last month, he has been spectacular, putting up about 22 points per, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
And Cleveland making a change here. Hunter's checked in, and a change for Sacramento. Monk's checked in. Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Jonas Valanciunas.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Okoro comes in for Allen. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Offensive rebound. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Mitchell's got 8 points.
Reliable. That's Mitchell from 3.
Mitchell against Levine. Outside DeRozan. There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
A smart read on defense. Mobley has a great feel for when to go for the basketball.
DeRozan scanning the floor. And Okoro pulls it down. For Cleveland, they've gone somewhat so far 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far. For 3, Hunter. It's hauled in by the Kings. Monk, the pass to Levine. That will count. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Kings lead by 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. On the court right now for the Kings, Ellis is out there with Malik Monk. Then it's Sabonis. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's LaRavia in at the 3 slot. Now here's Ellis. Darius Garland missing his last shot. Ellis finds Sabonis. Now here's Monk. What a terrific move that was. And that's now 9 points for Malik Monk.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Now here's Wade. Here's Hunter. And he nails that one right through the net.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Here's Monk. There's the pick. Pass to LaRavia. There's Ellis with the 3-ball. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. That ties it up.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Ellis, the pass to LaRavia. Garland against Monk. Sabonis' screen on Garland. 4 on the shot clock. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. For the Cavaliers, Jared Allen's checked in for Wade. Evan Mobley comes in for Hunter. And it's Mitchell in for Garland. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. Now he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Strus. Pass to Allen. Mobley against Murray. Allen. He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Valanciunas. On the wing, Levine. Covered by Mitchell. Here's Ellis. Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Right through the D for the layup. Now it's a 4-point Kings lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Pass to Allen. Shoots a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And look at how ready Allen was to fight for it. He's willing to go to battle for his team.
And DeRozan kicks to Levine. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Cavaliers making a switch here. Garland's checked in. Sabonis, he's checked in for Sacramento. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Garland, the pass to Mobley. And another miss by Cleveland.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Allen against Sabonis. Back to Levine. Clock at 6. Sabonis' screen on Garland. Here's Levine. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mitchell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Over Ellis. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket for Mitchell.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
Now here's DeRozan. Shoots over Strus. And it's DeRozan missing. Mitchell outside. Allen trying to break free. And it's Mitchell missing. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. And DeRozan. Here we go.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on a fast break.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
13 feet away. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Mitchell's got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's DeRozan on target from 13 feet.
How about the heart DeRozan plays with? In the clutch, he's fully committed to getting his team whatever they need.
Now, here's Mitchell. The putback, it falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And just seizing the moment. Allen not shying away in the clutch.
It drops.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Here's Mitchell.
And this is the time in the game when you want to go to your stars. Mitchell delivering.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions. Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
It counts. A huge shot to tie it up.
Big-time play there from Mitchell. Remember, he's been the go-to guy since his rookie year.
Timeout, Sacramento. And it's the Kings with the ball. And here's DeRozan. The shot. Yes!
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
And Mitchell launches it from deep. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being...
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.